What's good, superstars? Back with another veve Omi video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Need a flamethrower for the situations here. Burn some Omi because no one else will do it because they're too cheap. But we're going to get into that. If you guys haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post about veve Omi content. VIP members, thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you want to be a VIP, hit the join button under the video. Get entered into all our giveaways, spreadsheets, price predictions, all that good stuff. First dibs on merch and exclusive Star in the Universe giveaway for VIP members every single month. Follow us next. Follow us on Instagram. Join the Discord. Not only is the Discord the place you want to go to report any of your purchases with our affiliates for entries into our giveaways at the end of the month, but you're going to want to be there to talk to the rest of the fam whenever we're not available. There's always people in there buzzing around veve, around Omi, and everything that's happening in that space. So definitely go check it out. Hang out with the fam. We know that there's some pretty huge whales in there. Huge whales. If you're in there, you know what we're talking about. But if you're not in there, you got to click the link underneath and join.
Robin. Yeah, guys, it's going really well, guys. Make sure you join the Discord. Amazing Superstar Nation in there. Not just for the whales, but for the entire Superstar Nation community. Amazing people on top of the ball at all times. Like they are just all over it. If you guys need something, you go in there, you get an answer so fast, and it's worldwide. So there's always somebody there. So make sure you join the Discord.
I want to bring up something because over the last little bit, we've been doing a lot of videos, hit jobs on the first appearance. Some people are calling them, right? Saying how like some of these other IPs that are doing well in the bear market, maybe they're not going to stick around. They've been tanking and they're not innovating anymore. They've done a little bit of utility. And I just want to bring this up because they continue to innovate. One of them is Pudgy Penguins. You talk about them. I talk about them. We are not able to get into this level of utility IP yet because it's ridiculously pricey at this point. This is like the heyday of the partner statue, if you guys want to compare it to something like that. But Pudgy, but they're not stopping. Like they just continue to provide utility and prove why utility is going to be the next leg up in the space. And we're excited to launch the first third-party licensing deal on Overpass IP provided by OCAP Games. Orange Cap Games is bringing 200 Pudgy Penguins to life for the upcoming trading card game. Submit your Pudgy below. So looking like they might have another type of royalty stuff going on here. They already have the physical Pudgies. My daughter took it. I don't know. It's upstairs. She loves that thing. But looks like this might be a trading card game where you might get your Pudgy featured and you might get some type of royalties. That's speculation. But I mean, Pudgy, they just continue.
Now that's utility, guys. Can you imagine buying an NFT that eventually gets made into a card game that then gets sold at a Walmart or Toys R Us that then you get royalties for? This is the kind of utility that we are talking about. And I know exactly what misguided commentary you're talking about in terms of how, these projects don't innovate. But actually, if you look at the project over the last 3-4 years, there's plenty of change, plenty of innovation. And he told us, Luca Netz, the CEO, came on Spaces and told us point blank, if you thought what I did in 2023 was good, dare I say that 2024 will be even better? I think this is what he's referring to.
Yeah, incredible. This must be one part of it. And I mean, the innovation is crazy. Right now, you got to look at Pudgy Penguins as the top of the class, like best in breed at this point. And if you're not looking at like that way, what are you looking at? Are you looking at the ground because you're not looking at something developing right in front of your face? We're not in this project. We have zero skin in the game on Pudgy Penguins. I have a toy that I bought at Toys R Us, and that's about it. But just watching it, it's like I'm marveled by what they're doing. It's just incredible. At the leaps, and they're leading the space, and they're bringing, and they're not embarrassed to call themselves NFTs. They're not embarrassed about being part of Web3. They're taking the bull by the horns, literally, and they're making a bull market in the bear market for themselves. Sorry, go ahead.
They're here, and in the words of Luca Netz, they're here to take licensed IP's lunch.
I mean,
do you remember that?
I mean, look, they're creating IP, and we know how important first appearance is to a lot of people after the last couple of videos. First appearance ever of Pudgy Penguins is on the blockchain, on OpenSea. You can get one, and right now they're like 14 ETH, which is ridiculous. But we know now why it is 14 ETH, because they don't stop. These guys are not stopping.
All-time high was 20, and I mean, I should be very specific. If I am going to quote him, he said, "We're here to take Disney's lunch," right? Like that's what he was referring to at the time that he said that comment. But the point I think he was trying to make in general is in the space of these big companies with licensed IP that are very constrained in their flexibility in order to deliver on these different types of utility for whatever reason that we don't even fully understand ourselves. These guys are here. They created something out of nothing I mean, come on, guys, look at these pudgy penguins. Like, this was literally a PFP project at one point, and now they're in Toys R Us. They're everywhere, and then you're gonna now get card games, and they have a gaming sub, like a third party sub. I'll call them a subcontractor to help develop their games. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. This is insane.
We should have bought one at 5 ETH. I don't know what we were thinking. We were sitting here like 5 ETH, man. That's expensive. Now look at this. Now look at this. And on top of that, the price of ETH has gone up since then. It's like just double negative. Funny. But I mean, this is going to remind us. I'm going to buy a Pudgy t-shirt to remind me. That's the best I can do at this point. FA Pudgy t-shirt. I wonder how much I could sell that for in the future. Guys, I want to pull up something else. All right, this is the next thing we're going to talk about, and we're going to keep blasting this down your throats because of the incredible generosity by the Gold Dragon Club, Turtle Golf, and Mike Cat for being a part of this with us. I mean, we're partnering with them because they want to give away a 7-night stay to Disney's Old Key West Resort in Orlando, Florida, from August 9th to August 16th. Again, there's the similar rules to the previous one that they did. Again, they're doing it again. This is the third time that they're giving away a 7-night stay to a resort near Disney World or near a Disney. The other one was in Paris. But the winner is responsible for all additional costs associated with the stay, including travel expenses, room charges, resort fees, and any other incidental charges. The value of the stay, and it's because of the room type, I know there's a lot of questions, is over $7,000 at current prices. This is like a villa or something in there. It's an incredible view. Or room. If you need details, you can talk to Turtle Golf, and he'll let you know exactly the room that it is. But in order to enter, you have to either have a Starboy, have a Gold Dragon, have both. At one point you could you have to opt in. That's the other thing. But at one point you could have swept the floor on the Gold Dragons. That's gone. People have already done that. Burning Omi this is the first of its kind type of utility for burning Omi. This is kind of similar to what the title of the video is about. You guys were too cheap to burn any Omi. They brought the bar down. So the bar has brought down and we've updated it. And here it is. One entry for every 1,500 Omi. So yesterday it was around 91 cents to get a raffle ticket into the giveaway. For 91 cents. Is that enough incentive for you to burn your Omi? So far, it's been incentive enough for one person who's gotten their 50 extra entries for being the first person to do it. Proof of concept that there has now been Omi burnt for some type of utility. Again, on this channel, again, thanks to the Gold Dragon Club. This is the utility that everybody should be aiming and scratching and clawing for from their Omi. I mean, burning Omi out of circulating supply. There is now less circulating supply than there was yesterday. And I mean, when's the last time that Omi's been burned from circulating supply? I don't even know.
Well, this is what we're starting to realize. We're starting to realize that maybe people don't want to burn Omi because they want everyone else to burn the Omi so that their Omi can appreciate and then they can sell it. And this is, I think, the issue when you have weak utility, which unfortunately right now is what we have on veve, right? If you put 10 million Omi on veve, then you're not burning it, which is good. I think that makes people feel better. But at the same time, you're not really getting anything back. So I think veve's going to have to really, or ecomi's going to have to find better ways to incentivize people. But let's think about it. What are we doing here? We're doing the equivalent of what the bronze tickets were supposed to be. It was supposed to be that you could use your Omi to buy bronze tickets, and that those bronze tickets would then be available to help give you a higher chance on the drops. Now, they've definitely completely changed the bronze ticket methods since then. I'm just going to pull up. This is the original, right? So originally you had the bronze tickets right here, and 100% of tickets purchased would be sent to the reserve wallet. So it's the same concept that we just applied right now with the Gold Dragon Club, because by sending it to the reserve wallet, you actually have given us, I think it's the burn wallet. Sorry, Joe.
We're sending it directly to the burn wallet.
It's going right to the burn wallet. So sending it to the burn wallet, then you're actually going to be getting a chance, like a bronze ticket, extra raffle tickets to win this $7,000 prize. But nobody wants to do it because they want to hold it. So you guys are just too cheap to do it. It just straight up too cheap to do it. And I just want to remind everybody that there was other ops here to burn Omi, and one of them was dealing as peer-to-peer Omi to NFT. And it looks like there probably is going to be a fee to do that, because that's going to be what ends up getting burned. So I'm going to pull this up right now and shout out My Collectibles, who actually did a video on this. They had to go back to look at all those old slides that were released way back in November of 2022 when they first rolled out the OUP. And you can see there's a buyer fee for OMI and a seller fee in gems. And the whole idea is the seller fees were going to fund the gem wallets. You could do OMI and NFT. And then when it comes to buyer fees, you would burn these 2.5% at no tier down to 0.5% at tier 5. So seeing how people are with OMI, is paying these additional fees going to make them still want to use OMI in the app? If they find that they have to burn OMI instead of just using gems, are they going to still be incentivized to use OMI within the app? And I guess until they rule something out, I mean, it's hard to say.
I mean, there's a lot of people sitting on a lot of OMI, and they're hoping that their bags pump. They want their bags to pump, but they don't want to contribute to pumping of the bags. They just want to hold their OMI, let everybody else do the hard work, burn the OMI, and then they'll have more of the circulating supply. And again, I think it should be kind of, if you want your bags to metaphorically pump, then I think that there should be promotion of different burning mechanisms and different burning vehicles at the same time you are participating, because by the community participating, it becomes a thing, right? So lots of people enjoy doing OMI burns and event, even if it's community based OMI burns. It's something that might gain traction, might start to pick up, and then people will be like, okay, we can do it this way. Like, why does it have to be OMI or ecomi that creates that narrative? Why can't the community, who's holding all the OMI in circuit and supply besides the team, why don't you guys start to figure out ways to burn this OMI? I mean, we know that there used to be ways, like people could go and pay for things with OMI, like haircuts and stuff like that. But is anybody really burning it out of circulating supply, shrinking that supply? One person we know is an innovator, trailblazer, they call him. Chris Renzella, shout out to Fat Cat for being the first ever utility burning OMI fan. He burnt 15,000 OMI today to enter into this giveaway, and that will get him 10 entries on top of the 50 bonus for being the first to do it. But I mean, for 91, this is like $10 of OMI, and he gets 10 entries into the giveaway. I mean, if you're sitting on a fat stack, you want to go to Disney. I mean, you could really take advantage of those odds and put the odds in your favor, not necessarily meaning that you will 100% guarantee victory, but I don't think it takes crazy amounts here.
It's no different than the VV marketplace itself on drop day. I mean, there's different rarities, and people will go and they will willingly put forward X amount of gems, knowing full well that if they're most likely going to get a common that will go well under the listed. So it's really no different than that, because the delta is probably less than 10 gems equivalent.
I was going to say it's a little bit different because the prize at the end of the day is worth $7,000 US, and there's not many items on VV that are worth over that much. So I don't know what the hesitation is. I mean, if I was able to participate in this, I think I might burn my whole OMI bag just to participate at a chance to win this, because right now it's just been shrinking and shrinking due to the lack of utility. So until that does come, I don't know. I feel like I would participate a little bit differently, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going for it, I mean, it's not that much, but maybe people are saying I can spend, 20 Matic for a Starboy, or I can spend the equivalent in OMI and burn it. If once you burn the OMI, your utility is this giveaway, and then that's it. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you get the Starboy and you get one of these NFTs that last in your wallet, you have a chance at reoccurring utility. So I think it's the balance here. We talked about OMI we want it to be a depreciating token, a token that has burning mechanisms, but at the same time, there's going to be a constant struggle with utility where people are not going to want to burn it because of utility. So the utility almost has to be things that make you want to burn it more than utility itself. So it's almost like this loop, right? And maybe that shows maybe the difficulties that VV's having in coming up with these burning mechanisms. But I think at the end, the moral of the story here is that there's actually an OMI burning mechanism, and people are still opting to buy the NFT rather than burn the OMI. There's not that many takers to burn OMI right now. So is VV going to be able to do it? Are they going to be able to
willing to burn the MCP to still come up with a drop that is worth less than what they paid? So
that's right.
There's still I feel like there's some ways to go. I mean, I don't understand the hesitancy, to be honest with you, at these prices. But anyways, that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have OMI, you want to burn it, this is an option for you to do it, because there's no other options that exist right now.
If you have a Starboy already, this gives you the edge. You get extra entries. If you have a Gold Dragon already, this gives you the edge. You get extra entries over everybody else. And 91 cents per entry, I mean.
Yeah, and circling back on how the VV app can provide these different forms, these different mechanisms of burning, now that everything's changed, I really think that, there's going to be a struggle when it first comes out of people wanting to still burn. I don't know. I used to think that, okay, well, once this stuff comes out, people will use it because it'll be like the equivalent of gems. It'll be just the same thing pretty much. I just don't know yet how the balance are going to be. I don't know if there's going to be is there going to be a cash out rule for OMI? You would think that since it's just in the wallet, you could just send it out. You know what I mean? Like, but then there's gas fees. That are the gas fees going to be more than the 10% payout? Like,
a lot of arbitrage. People have to figure out.
There's still questions that need to be answered about that. Anyways, guys, let us know what you guys think below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments below. And guys, if you haven't already, don't forget, become a superstar, smash subscribe, and join the superstar fam. Hit the bell notification to get every single video, every single day. Also, do our superstar VIPs, $200 a month. Hit the Starbucks in your name. Ask for spreadsheets, giveaways, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. We'll see you next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.